In 2019, AEW launched as a new major wrestling promotion, offering wrestlers who were unhappy with WWE a fresh start. Many wrestlers, including former champions, joined AEW hoping for better opportunities and creative freedom. While some wrestlers experienced significant success in AEW, winning championships and achieving greater popularity, many others found their experiences in to be similar to, or even worse than, their time in WWE. Like homing pigeons, they found themselves drawn back to the familiar roost of WWE. In this video, I will analyze the wrestlers who moved from AEW to WWE and determine whether their careers have improved or if they are simply in a similar situation as before. Starting off, we have none other than his arrival in AEW generated immense excitement, signaling a major acquisition for the company. He quickly became a focal point of AEW programming and eventually became champion. His first reign began after defeating Hangman Adam Page at Double or Nothing. His second reign happened after he defeated Jon Moxley at All Out. However, his time in AEW was also marred by backstage controversies, which ultimately led to his departure from the company. He would then make his debut on November 26, 2023 at Survivor Series. In his debut, it was immediately clear that Punk was going to have a dramatic, interesting run in WWE. Seth reacted to Punk's return with obvious, intense anger. His facial expressions clearly showed his deep resentment. Additionally, Drew McIntyre strongly disapproved of Punk's return, storming out of the arena after the return. It was immediately clear this wasn't going to be a simple homecoming. After that, things went on to be better than we expected. Punk would go on to have high-profile matches with Drew and Seth Rollins. The raw emotion that had been so evident upon Punk's return fueled their encounters, creating a sense of genuine stakes. McIntyre, driven by a perceived disrespect, became a formidable adversary, his anger translating into a focused and aggressive in-ring presence. The confrontations between Punk and McIntyre were charged with a palpable intensity, each match a testament to their mutual desire to prove themselves. Outside of these, Punk has had interesting runnings with the likes of Roman Reigns, among others. Though he has not gained a world title yet, it's clear that Punk's run now is far superior than his run in AEW. For Andrade, however, it's another story. Prior to returning to WWE, Andrade's career in AEW started with a lot of hype, like a conquering hero entering a new arena. However, his time there was inconsistent. He showed incredible wrestling skills, but he wasn't used regularly. He'd have a few impressive matches, then disappear from television for months. This made his time in AEW disappointing, as he didn't win many matches despite his talent. Now, back in WWE, he's struggling to regain momentum. He's now at risk of not being included in the major WrestleMania 41 event. This situation exposes a recurring theme in Andrade's career: the struggle to translate in-ring talent into consistent, high-profile opportunities. He possesses the technical mastery and the international appeal to be a main event player. Yet, he consistently finds himself on the periphery, a victim of inconsistent booking and a lack of creative investment. The question persists: will WWE recognize and capitalize on Andrade's potential? Will they provide him with the storylines and platform necessary to elevate him to the level he deserves? Or will he remain a what-if talent, a performer whose career is defined by missed opportunities and unfulfilled promise? Time is of the essence, and the clock is ticking towards WrestleMania, a deadline that could either signify a resurgence or a continuation of his frustrating trajectory. We can't talk about this list without talking about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes' departure from AEW was shocking when it happened. He was instrumental in the formation of the company, serving as an executive vice president and a prominent on-screen figure. His presence was deeply intertwined with the company's identity and initial success. Therefore, his departure felt like a betrayal to some and a major loss for the company. This move demonstrated that even the most established figures within AEW could be tempted to explore opportunities elsewhere. The moment put a very bright light on the competition between AEW and WWE. His WWE run has been a masterclass in long-form storytelling. From his return at WrestleMania to his injuries, to his return at the Royal Rumble, it has been a masterclass in building a star. In AEW, the fan sentiment shifted, with Cody facing increasing boos and negative reactions, creating an awkward dynamic. His role and booking sometimes lacked the consistent main event focus he now enjoys in WWE. He's practically a walking, talking, exquisitely tailored narrative of post-AEW triumph. He didn't just return to WWE, he conquered it. Upon returning, he experienced a dramatic surge in popularity. He was presented as a major star, with compelling storylines that resonated with audiences. His character and his pursuit of the WWE Championship were embraced, making him a bigger star than he had ever been in his career, even during his peak in AEW. Jade Cargill is a good example of a star who was too big for AEW. When asked why she left the company, she said, "The machine is ridiculous over here in WWE. The connections, the history, the legacy. It's one of one," Cargill said. AEW was a new company. Obviously, they're still figuring things out. But that happens in every company, right? You have to figure out what's good and what's bad. I'm 31. I don't really have time to grow with a company at my age. I have to be in an established company, and I have to go over there and let that be known, because you can't do this forever. As a woman, especially when you're in your 30s, the majority of the fan base is like, okay, it's time for her to go about her way. What's next for her? She acknowledges AEW as a new company, still figuring things out, implying that it lacks the established structure and stability of WWE. Her arrival in WWE in late 2023 was met with immediate star treatment, reflecting her established reputation as a talented wrestler with a striking presence. However, in 2024, fan enthusiasm began to wane due to her limited appearances and her role in the tag team division. While WWE may have been strategically pacing her development, this lack of consistent solo action led to impatience. Now, with Cargill returning as a popular hero, she has regained the support of the WWE audience. This renewed support is not only due to her storyline, which portrays her as being wronged, but also because fans recognize her substantial potential. Join the conversation and let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like this video, let me know as well, so I can do a part 2. Follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description, and click the video on screen now for more Curiosity Thread wrestling content.